Call it the battle of bubble tea. Malaysian-born Loob Holding is currently at odds with franchise holder Taiwan's Kaffa over the rights to Chatime's million ringgit business. Both have had a lot to say about each other, but who is in the wrong here? We speak to Loob founder Bryan to find out his side of the story. So Bryan, Loob Holding is going to rebrand all the Chatime outlets by March 6th. Tell us more about this new phase of Chatime and what can we actually expect from the new brand in terms of identity and also in terms of recipe.
So the vision is simple, is to create one of the most reputable tea company that's not going to grow in Malaysia. Instead, it's going to begin in Malaysia and race for the world.
But what does this mean for people who love drinking Chatime drinks? Like, for example, if I like winter melon, are we still going to see the same recipe from your new brand?
What I'm trying to emphasize to all the consumer out there, don't worry about the menu. Whatever menu we have in Chatime is still going to be the same when we have the new brand. Moving forward, a lot more product innovations and there was a lot of expectation of commitment towards technology-driven model that can drive the operational efficiency and everything. So what we're looking forward, right, we believe the new brand can deliver a lot more better.
Kaffa is coming to Malaysia and set up new Chatime brands. And you know, Chatime lovers, they will still buy drinks from Chatime outlets. True. How do you see the competition moving forward?
The new brand is still going to be the same server that's serving you. It's still going to be the same management behind that are committed in technology and product innovations to deliver the best experience for consumer. So what we believe is, if the true core and the roots of the success is still there, we believe with a new brand, we can equally deliver similar success.
There has been this ongoing heated argument between Kaffa and Loob Holding, especially on the raw material issue. Did it just come up or has it been ongoing for a while?
Loob Holding has committed into product innovations not just recently. We committed into product innovations as early as 5 to 6 years ago when we began the business. So hence you see there was a lot of products involving Horlicks collaborations, Hershey collaborations, Oreo collaborations. This is what we've been doing, and it should not be something that you brought it up recently and then you start accusing us that we are not using unapproved ingredients. So what do you mean by that? There is already a proven record that we've been doing that over the years, and why today?
What we don't understand is why did they bring this up suddenly? Because it's an ongoing process. You have been using the same recipe over the years, but why did they bring this issue up now?
In 2016, beginning of 2016, there was a very, very big issue that raised. The issue is Kaffa came to Malaysian markets to launch the 3-in-1 milk tea Chatime powder in Malaysia FMCG retail. When they launched in the FMCG retail, means that they are launching the milk tea powder into places like Maidin, Giant, and all the convenient Papa Mama store. But when you do this, it's without my consent, being the master franchisee of Malaysia. So when you did this, it's going to injure our retail brand. We have FMCG that starts spreading into all the supermarkets with a pack of 2 ringgit 20 cents. So if you are a consumer, are you going to drink 6.90 versus 2 ringgit and 20 cents? And how do you ensure that the best interest of the consumer and the retailer is being protected?
There were also some issues on royalty fees. So what actually happened?
So I always mention, right, in the business, in the franchise business specifically, whatever or any of the business dispute should be subjected to Singapore arbitrations. This is what governs in our contract. If you think that I'm owing you money, you should bring me to Singapore arbitrations and seek for the claim, right? So everything, all the business disputes should be settled and resolved under the provision of arbitrations. And it's not that you jump and unilateral and unlawful terminate me.
This is Kaffa's side of story. They say that they have been asking you to meet them before this, before the whole termination letter and all this. But they also claim that you haven't been able to meet up with them. So what actually happened? What actually transpired in between Kaffa and Loob Holding?
I think for this specific, there was a whole series of email proof. And there was a whole series of photo proof that we are in Taiwan to negotiate and continue to engage in negotiations.
Tell us about the biggest challenge of the transformation program, we call it.
To us, what really matters to us is all about brand transformations. And of course, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be complicated. It's going to be involving supply chains. It's going to be involving a lot of stakeholders that could determine the factor of successful brand transformations. But we are convinced because we've been there since beginning.
Many think that bubble tea
Yep.
trend,
Yep.
it's over, but you are still planning to open another 200 to
Yep.
300 outlets in Malaysia.
Yep.
And you're planning to list Loob Holding by
Yep.
2018.
Yep.
Do you think the figures are achievable?
When you look at Malaysians as a context, right, there are more than 2,000 petrol stations. We are only hope to eye at 20% of the store. If we eyeing at 20% of the store, that gives us at least 300 to 400 outlets extra on top of 165, not including the new milestone for Klang Valley. There are about 100 LRT and MRT stations coming out.
You have about 10 brands under Loob Holding.
Yeah.
Tino's Pizza, you have
Yao
Yao
Yao,
Yao, you have all,
Kindaku,
Soda
Prison,
Express.
yeah.
So will Loob Holding, after this issue,
Yeah.
will Loob Holding still actively scout for licenses from all the international brands?
The answer is definitely real, because whatever we are facing with Kaffa, it did not do justice to all the international partners that we have. We are very bullish and we are very positive that franchise model is also the way to go. That it gives you a very solid understanding about the business model by not having the effort to create it, but instead we are taking the knowledges to market to our relevant markets.